Hello guys. So, we're going to wait for Jimmy to join us, but since he's not here, I have. Hi, Kubo. How are you? I have like a few things to say concerning my show. First of all, because of the lockdown, I've had like so many things, domestic issues around the house that I needed people to come to the house to check, But I mean, it couldn't happen. So if you can hear me, can you say yes? Because I need to be sure that you guys can hear. Can you hear me, guys? Wow. Can you guys hear me? Okay. So like I was saying, thank you, Namani. As I was saying, like now, for instance, my AC has been making some very funny noise, and fear of COVID-19 will not allow me to call someone into my house to come and take a look at the AC and check it and all of that. So there are so many things that have been going on around the house, and we can't just call people into the house to do stuff. So I'm just letting you know that I've had some challenges and I've had to go with it like that, and then I have to also constantly run the journey when I'm going live for you guys, in case you hear any noise in the background, so that PHCN doesn't go poof on me, So Jimmy is in the house, so we're going to call him right now. So I just needed you guys to know that anything that you hear or any noise you hear is not my fault. But now I'm sure that now that people are still going out, we can start calling people into the house, to repair stuff and all of that. So let's just go right into it. Hi Natalie. Any music where we play, we do it in our own style. Did you hear that? It's like I have a career in musical. I think I need to channel my energy.
Sing again. Let me hear you.
Any music where we play, we do it in our own. Now that you say I should sing again, things is not working. Before it was natural. Now I'm struggling. Good evening and welcome to the Chim'Ny.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, but not exactly okay. Yeah.
Okay, why are you not exactly okay?
Everywhere you turn in recent time is one sad news or the other. So somehow it's affected my mood. I've just
Yeah.
been, very, sluggish and moody since like yesterday. I mean, from the weekend, with everything going on within the country, outside the country, in the world generally, So
Yeah.
not an exciting time, to be honest with you.
I agree, and I think I noticed when I called you earlier today, like your mood, that's not you. You never really sound that way, and I didn't figure that was probably what was wrong.
Exactly. I'm now, my battle now is that I am not offending people around me with my mood now, because people know me to be very cheerful, playful,
Yeah.
and then I'm just like withdrawn kind of now, but I'm sure I'll get over it soon, so yeah.
I'm sure you get over it starting here. Don't worry. I'll try. I'm in that mood too, but I'll try. So, I mean, special shout out to you. Djjimmyjatt has been killing it for us almost every day. At least I know I join every other day, especially Fridays. His lockdown parties have been lit, from the old school parties to the battle of the albums. Please, if you guys haven't joined, you need to join. You trust me, like you actually stand up and be dancing in your house is that lit. Is that lit? So shout out to you and the whole team for putting up something that we can stay in our houses and have fun. I mean, your friend has always been asking, how is Jimmy? How is he? And I say, oh, you need to join. You need to join the party. Jimmy has been playing. So
it's very fulfilling and satisfying, because at this time everyone is going through a lot. So whatever you have that can make the next man or the next woman slightly happy and forget some of these things. If you have it, you give it, and that's what I have, So I'm just giving it like that. In actual fact, I was going to take a break sometime, and people just won't let me. So yeah, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So remember the last time I said, because of network, there are many questions that I would have liked you to, answer again for people that were not here. But we won't start with those ones. We'll start with the ones we weren't able to ask you because of network and because of time. And then when we are
Okay.
done with that, we'll go back so that people can either refresh or people can at least get to see or hear what they didn't get to hear from the
Okay.
last one. Yeah.
All right.
So, as a fellow DJ, from a DJ to a DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
My chest.
You that you ran away from school.
COVID-19 stopped my school. I didn't run away. I'm a DJ.
Before COVID-19, you you
So
went
instead of you to
out.
be blowing my trumpet now, you are castigating me. I'm
But you're a
supposed to
good
be telling
student.
them that.
I've always said it that you're one of our best students so far.
Come on. Did you hear
Yeah.
that? Wait for me. I'm coming out with DJ album. So, as a DJ, we know that, a lot of DJs don't engage the crowd. Not a lot. Some don't know how to engage the crowd. Some don't know that it's not just about standing at the turntable and playing. You need to connect with your crowd. You need to look at their expressions, look at their movements. Are they dancing? Are they feeling what you're doing at that moment? And for some people, they only play songs that they can vibe to. So, okay, I like this songs, I like this artist, or this artist is my friend, so I'm going to be bumping to him all day, even when it doesn't suit the crowd. And as a DJ, you don't really have the option to say, I like this song or I don't like this song. You must be able to vibe to every song because you have different people in the crowd. How does that work for you? Because I know that I've attended at least 1,000 things that you've done, if possible, and I've never seen you do that. You always connect with the crowd. You always connect with the crowd. You always look and you're always keeping them on their feet. So do you ever have times where you struggle with the fact that, okay, I don't like this song or I'm not really in this zone right now, but I have to play it because I know that the crowd is going to enjoy this, or are there times where you just, what, damn it, I'm going to play what I like. Like, do you
No,
ever have those struggles?
I got over that a long time ago. When I started DJing, I was pretty much like I came into DJing from being a rapper. So I was
A rapper.
Yes, I was a rapper.
Sorry, let's just go back. Let's rewind. Rewind. Let's go to your
Yes.
rapping place. You will come back
I
to this
came
question.
I came
Let's
into
go back to
DJing
your
from
rapping.
No, don't let's change the question yet.
No, we have to come back to How can I not know
Yes,
this?
but everybody calls me Master J. You call me Master J.
Yes,
Everybody
I call
around
you
me calls
Master
me.
J. I didn't
That
know.
was
You
my
never
name
told
as a
me this.
rapper.
Oh my God. Please, can you give me like 2 lines? Can you boss like 2 lines for me? When you boss, I'll boss too. I have 1 line I wrote in primary school.
That's not gonna happen.
No.
See, let me answer your original question.
Okay.
All right, so when I got into DJing, there was a
Yeah.
tendency because I came from that hip hop rap background to play mostly rap music, hip hop music. That was what I was really known for when I started DJing.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I was that go-to guy for hip hop gigs, hip hop parties, hip hop tapes, hip hop whatever. But eventually, you realize that look, you have become a commercial DJ, and you
Yeah.
need to now become. I now moved from that to being a crowd pleaser. Like I'm the guy that wants to satisfy everyone. If there are 1,000 people, I want 999 to have fun. The 10 that will not be having fun is their problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
it's not
started
from
dealing
you.
with the majority, like, okay, I'm going to play. There were some songs at the beginning that ideally, coming from where I'm coming from, I won't touch. Or some genre of music that I would not touch.
Yeah.
But it's got to a point where you realize, man, this is about the people. So I'm digging into everything and saying, man, if the people love it, then your job there is to make people happy. It's not to force your own idea or your own taste of music on them. You
Yeah.
can introduce them to somebody. You would definitely introduce people. I came from that background of, as a DJ, you break records. So I'm breaking songs. I'm letting you into new songs, all that.
Yeah.
But I'm also accommodating what you want, what you love. Do you understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for me, that's always been my training. That's why I tell people, like, what makes a DJ better than the other? Every DJ has the same kind of equipment. we all have, in this age and time, everybody has access to the same music platform. You can download from anywhere. You can buy from. So what makes one person better than the other? It's your mindset. It's how well you can read the crowd. And if there's anything you can't learn, really, you must have that. That must come from it within. You can't learn that, you know. You can only acquire it maybe rolling with someone like myself for a long time. And you feel like, oh, this is what this person, yeah, I mean, let us say it as it is.
Come on.
You know, so, I mean, that one is inborn. I mean, I came from, like I said, I was a rapper, I was a break dancer. I'm a groove guy.
Just roll up.
I'm a groove guy.
I might agree for the rapping because I've never heard,
no,
but you see that break dancing.
But for real though.
No way.
I was quite popular for break dancing in Obainde when I was young. I used to dance on the street.
Good break dancing or bad break dancing? Which one?
Break dancing, like windmill, you know, backspin, everything.
We need to have like a proper concert of you just doing a throwback of what you used to be. It would be lovely. I'm telling you. What?
No, but for real. Yeah, you won't know.
Oh, wow.
It was when I released Style that you were born now. Oh, okay.
2-0. Oh, wow. Okay, so I mean, you've traveled to different countries, playing shows and all of that. But before then, when you were doing streets and state shows, what were your most hilarious experiences and your scariest experiences?
Scary, I mean, scary as not scary like that, but okay, situations that were not great, I would remember. There was a time, I was on stage. Stage was about 8 feet high. It was one of these street carnivals.
Yeah.
And the stage collapsed. And I was the one on stage. And I came down 8 feet down in front of thousands of people. And the decks and everything fell on my leg. I almost broke my leg then.
Oh, sorry. What?
Still alive. You're
funny, but
something that almost killed me, Abby.
I'm really sorry, but this is funny, but this is scary. Like,
but
you didn't get injured.
For me, it wasn't embarrassing to me. I felt like the embarrassment was for the people that constructed the stage. You know, because I got up and we managed to salvage what was left, and we connected some things, and I played, and people really appreciated it. You know?
Come on.
Yeah, then another one, this one I've said it too many times. I'm even tired of saying it, but it's still one of the scariest situations. Somebody wanted me to play a song, pulled a gun at me.
At an event?
At a party.
Was the person drunk?
They've been serving drinks, so I don't know his own state at the time. But he came the first time to ask for the song. I told him, okay, I'll play the song when it's the right time. You know, it's most times when people make requests, they don't understand that sometimes the song is not in that space.
You have to flow.
So I said, okay, I'll play it when, you know, and I had plans to play it, but I hadn't gotten to the right point where I can play that kind of song. And it came the second time, but this time he came in a very rude manner and just said, how far guy. I just told him to leave my front and not to bother me again. The third time he came and he pointed a gun at me. I played
and you played it.
I just carried it like this. It was record like this. I just put it on the turntable. Chop, chop, chop. Life-saving mix. That's why I'm still here now. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd have played that song like 3 times repeat, back to back.
I played it just that once, yeah, but... And the idiot came after the party and was joking with me. I said, I'm a coward. They just shakara me and I just fell for it. I said, yeah, I'm a coward. Let it remain like that.
Oh my God. Okay, so what were the biggest motivations, the things that happened, and then you just said, you know what, I'm never going to quit. It's just that thing just kept you going and you just went with it.
With DJing, right?
Yeah, with DJing.
I think for me, at the beginning, was negativity that got me. You know, I was just being rebellious. To be honest with you, at the beginning, I didn't think I set out to be a DJ. I don't think young people at that time would set out to say, this is
Yeah,
what I want
DJ.
to, you know.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I set out. It was just something I was doing on the side in the meantime. But when you start getting all that negative, you know,
Vibe.
feel from not your family, from people from a distance, and they start judging you by what you do. And I just felt like, man, I'm just gonna stick with this thing. Stubbornness. I will do it, and I will do it so well. You will come around. Do you understand what
Wow.
I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
So that was for me. It was a negative, whatever, but it kind of was, you know, positively, I mean, motivating in
Yeah.
the sense of it for me, you know. So it was a rebellious act of, man, now this thing what I would do, and I would drop, and I would like me eventually, you know. And I feel like some of them, they love me now.
Oh, they do. They do. I mean, I do. So, you have or you had one of the biggest songs with Burna called Chase.
Oh, okay.
Um, do you feel like you had enough push, or like people appreciated it enough? And do you like
Um,
what was it like working with Burna?
oh, it was great. You know, Bonner used to come to my place a lot before, you know, he used to come here a lot. Sometimes he just called me about 2 a.m. And that particular day, I think he just called me around 2, I mean, like 1, 2 a.m. He said, Baba,
Mm-hmm.
you there? You there? I said, yes. He said, they come your place, you know. Just want to be in the studio, you know.
Yeah.
And he just came. Before he came, I was telling Benny, who is the producer here, or the producer of the music as well,
Mm-hmm.
like we had a song already for Bonner, and I wanted Bonner to just put a verse on that song. So the song was ready, but we only needed him to put a verse on the song. When he came, he said, okay, we'll do that, but like we should just flip through beats and, you know, we'll do that one. That's how we started flipping through beats. He recorded one song first. Full song was ready. I thought, man,
Wow.
we're not even doing anything again. We still went through beats. We recorded another song, which was Chase at the time, you know. So Chase was like the second song that was recorded on that night, you know, and was, as far as I'm concerned, we now had, you know, we didn't bother to even record the one that was already
Yeah.
planned, you know. So we now had the dilemma of which one should we release, you know,
Yeah.
first, because I was going to release the 2 of them. They're mad songs, you know. So I just thought like, okay, we'll probably push Chase as the first one, being that in terms
Mm-hmm.
of internal rating, we felt like it was the second best of the 2 songs.
Yeah.
So the other song is mad. One day I'll still drop it. You know, we're
Oh,
just
I was going to because I'm like I've not heard that's I've
yeah,
probably not
I've
heard the song if you
not
dropped it.
dropped it,
Yeah.
but it will drop someday, sometime at the right time. You know, so
Yeah.
we put
Please,
it
this is the
out.
right time. Please, me, I want to hear it.
We put it out, but I think at that time, a lot of time, you know, because it was not, it's not your Lamba Tumba type thing. People slept on it. So
Uh,
it took years. It's now only now, even now, people come and tell me that song is born. I don't know where I did, I just hear that song. People call me. They call me and say, man, I just heard this song. Now I'm like, we released that song how many years ago? Do you
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, Papa, yeah, oh, I'm like, you know, but for me, I'm always also particular about songs having that kind of effect rather than it comes and hit the roof and then it dies.
And exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So for me,
Yeah.
I mean, if you discover it in 5, 10 years
Mm-hmm.
and you realize that, you know, oh well, I mean, for now we're still playing it. A lot of songs that
Yeah.
came out about that time are long forgotten.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, so for me,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, even though it was slept on, and this, you know, when these things happen, you can't always. We did what we had to do. The video was shot
Yeah.
for it. We promoted it. We put it on every platform. Media probably didn't. At that time, they were not crazy about Bonner, so they didn't put it on rotation enough. I guess, you know.
Yeah.
I guess if it was now, I mean, we wouldn't even have to. We wouldn't even have to. I guess people would even ask us for it rather than we asking to get played, you know. But
Yeah.
you know,
Wow. Okay. So which show or which brand gave you your first big break?
what show gave me?
Or what brand?
It was a bank end of the year party.
Oh wow.
When you say big break, I don't know what you mean by big break. Big break now, I'm talking about the first big money.
Okay. Okay.
First big money was end of year party for a bank called um, NIB that
Okay.
became Citibank eventually. And I don't know
Oh.
what Citibank became again. You know, they always change names.
Mm-hmm.
They paid me 1,000 naira for the end of the year party. At the time when I was still charging maybe 300 or 400 naira.
Oh wow.
So,
And 300 or
and
400 naira
I
was
charged
good
them
money to
high.
be charged then.
I charged them 700 naira. And they told me if you do a good job, we'll give you 1,000 naira. So they gave me 1,000 naira. I went crazy. I scattered
Mado.
the party. Mad.
Hey, Mado.
And from then on, I now had the liver to be asking for 1,000.
What? Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, why not? If not.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay. So, how do you look at modern day 2020 DJs? Like, how they operate? What do you see when you see them? How do you feel?
Modern day, what?
2020 DJs, like the
Okay.
new school DJing, like how
Yeah.
do you see it? What do you see when you look at them?
I'm one of them.
I know.
So I see myself as well. What do you mean? How do you mean?
I mean,
Like people
every
that are just getting into it now?
yes, and then people that probably not, everybody is getting it easier sometimes, Some people don't have to
Not
do half
really.
of the work.
Boys, see, some of the boys that you're just hearing about that are just making, they're just getting the buzz. They've been in the game like 5, 6, 7 years. At least
Okay.
I've known. Do you understand? So boys have been grinding, and then
Yeah.
these people have shown themselves on my side. But don't worry. you know, what is that?
Yeah. I'm sorry. No, because they never really take your light now. And most times they're always on Jen because it's almost like you don't send them.
No
Like
problem.
even when they bring the light, you are like, leave the Jen running. So I'm surprised that this happens to you.
Exactly. No, when I go live, really, ideally, when I'm going live, I turn on the
Mm-hmm.
gen.
Even right now, that's what I do. Come on. See how people that operate. Me, I'd have had to leave here now and go and put on the gen. I'm taking me like another 5-10 minutes. But you see how bosses move? Spiritual something. So yeah. So
That took a while, though. Normally, it comes on faster than that.
why the walls all this now? Why if I say right now you want okay, I'm counting it to 4-0. I'm marking my register.
All right.
Okay.
So, what
So
were you saying?
yeah,
Okay,
you were
what I feel
saying
about the new DJs.
yeah.
I think, I mean, they're taking the game to higher height, no doubt. I mean, in terms of the quality and the caliber of people DJing now, I'm excited
Mm-hmm.
about it. This was something that people used to look down and say it was for dropouts, low lives, and all that. But now you find, people from the richest home, from that have gone to get the best
Yeah.
education DJing with the best personality. So for me, I'm excited about that. And I think, but the only other thing that is not great about it is that really there's no control. So everybody that now has one hard drive that has 25 songs, and he has a laptop,
He's a DJ.
we'll wake up the next morning and just say, add DJ to my name.
I mean, this thing you're saying, I'm sorry. I went for a friend's party one time and it was their friend that was doing the DJing. And then I already had taken a couple of, even if I hadn't taken lessons, I'm sure I could have done a better job with just my aux. But this,
Yeah.
you know how people don't DJ, they just wait for a song to finish.
Yeah.
But he was actually putting it on, like doing the whole BPM thing, using a proper,
Yeah.
yes, but was still playing everything wrong and was really bumping his head and was enjoying it. And his friends were hailing him, and he can play blues, and the next thing is playing hip hop,
But that's another
finishing
thing.
the song.
A lot of times people don't even know what the DJ does. So as far as you're playing their favorite tracks, you're playing, the E tracks, they think you're a DJ because I like that music you play. But there's more to DJing than just
Yeah,
running with each song. So that's why somebody would still wonder why I will pay Jimmy X amount when this guy can play music. Understand what I'm saying? So these are some
yeah,
of the issues with the profession, but yeah.
yeah.
But
I
the
think
people
that's why
that
I
knows,
asked.
but the people who knows, they know.
Yeah, of course we know.
And exactly. And those people, those ones are there. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. But in
Okay.
my own
So
case, it's very, I mean, until you experience a Djjimmyjatt gig,
you've not.
you you haven't, you know, for real though.
Yeah. I wanted to say it for you, but I wanted it to be the one to say it yourself. So that tomorrow, I don't want anybody to hold me. So yeah. So I mean, right now DJs are getting endorsed. They're on billboards. There are all sorts of ads. Like a DJ is somebody that now a brand will come and say, you know what, I'm pushing you to be my brand ambassador. Like they are on the same level as every other person, musician, actor. How
Yeah.
do you feel knowing that you basically initiated it and got it to where it was? Because if you didn't fight and if you didn't stay true to the cause, or because I mean, a lot of people stay in the industry and have to come out, whether they started as rappers or whatever, and have to drop out and face a career because of either family and stuff. And now they are seeing what it could be, but they are not there anymore, even though they are fulfilled. How do you feel knowing that
I feel good
you
about it.
basically,
I mean, for me, I pretty much opened that part.
yeah,
I was the first ever DJ to be endorsed to be a brand face or a face of a product. I mean, like an ambassador for a product. For real. I mean, as far back
yeah,
as 2007, 2008, I was the app brand ambassador. I was the face of app Lager beer, you know, for Guinness, Nigeria, Um, and I think that kind of paved the way for it. But the other part that I'm not exactly excited about is that people think getting an endorsement is an accomplishment. If the deal is not right, don't take it.
true.
And I've turned down a lot in recent time, and I then see that these 2, 3 other people took it, which means the money that I was turning down was shared for 3 people. So when you say at par with artists and everything, you wonder why there's endorsement of an artist on the same brand and he's getting maybe 10 times what the DJ is getting.
Hmm.
So these are some of the issues,
Yeah.
So when I'm called for those kind of things, I look and say, man, why are you offering me something far from what you're offering? You
Other
understand
people.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying offer me the same, but shouldn't, I'm not,
Reasonable.
you understand? Then when
Mm-hmm.
you turn it down, you see that they've signed 3 other people at that price.
And the sad
And
part is those 3 other people, you might have spoken to them more and they
and
agree
you
with you.
and the brand people will tell you, see what we got now. We got 3 other people for. So
Wow.
that's in itself is where. So, but people are quick to join. I'm the ambassador. I'm brand ambassador. I'm the brand. I am brand ambassador for nobody. The money ain't good.
Come on.
Yeah,
Preach.
period, man. If it's
Okay.
not right, it's not right.
Yeah. I
You
agree
know?
with you 100.
Yeah.
So, what happened to our DJJ hats? I mean, I was a
Oh, can
model.
you
I was
imagine?
the first model for this hat, proudly 10
Yes,
years ago.
yes, yes.
And no, I have to hype I have to hype myself right now. 1 minute of
Yeah,
fame.
yeah,
And this were like they were the in thing at that time.
yes.
For me to have this for 10 years and it still looks exactly the same. It was
I
good
have to
quality. It
commend
was
you.
good for production. And it was simple. Every color, everything was beautiful, and everybody kept stealing. So everybody almost had it. Like you go for industry night or you go for an event, and at least 30 people are wearing the DJJ hat. And even if it's not an event that has to do with you. So it was quite successful. What happened? Why did you stop? Or did you stop if you didn't stop? And are you still planning to go back into fashion or into making hats or any of that?
We kind of withdrew at the point, but we're bringing them back.
Oh,
We
praise
withdrew
God.
at the point because, to be honest with you, as we were pushing and it was becoming more successful and demand was, growing,
So high.
the pirates took over.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm going out every time, and I'm seeing the Djjimmyjatt ads with colors that we are yet to produce. Colors that we are looking at and saying, oh, next season we'll do this color. Do you understand what I'm saying? So while
Yeah.
we are busy producing at few thousands every now and then, we have people bringing in the container.
Jeez.
So for every move we make in terms of spreading and trying to, promote the merchandise, we were creating business for some of the people. And theirs were lower quality. The quality wasn't so it was cheaper than ours.
Wow.
But you also need to realize that things have changed since then. So the way to deliver or to do sales right now is better than that time. That time it was hand to hand. If
Yeah.
somebody orders from Cross River, you have to find a way of delivering. So online sales wasn't exactly very effective around there at the time.
Yeah.
So it's the man that can go and open store there. So if you are in Ikeja and you rather go on that bridge in Ikeja and you will find it.
Okay.
You understand? So, but now that, things are a bit more, I think it's the best time to, look into it and bring it back. And I'm talking to a lot of people in that regard. But it was highly successful. I think it's the most successful merchandise by an entertainer or in music, in Nigeria so far.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing.
It's the most successful. There's no other merchandise by any other person done better.
Wow. Wow. Show them camp in the building.
Hey, who's there, Tech or Ghost?
I'm sure it's Tech. I have a feeling it's Tech.
Okay. Those are my people, though.
I know.
I also have a track with them, but people slept on it, though.
Please release it. We'll be awake
I think one of the problems that I also have is ideas that are a bit ahead of their time. So when people will catch up with those people, you understand, they will eventually catch up with it, but it came before.
But they're slow.
Exactly, the track with Show Them Camp and what's his name again?
Burner?
No, not Burner. Black
Magic.
Black Magic. How could I have forgotten? See what you're doing to me.
You need me in your life.
And Show Them Camp. Mad, sick tune, sick. Even if I say so myself, and it's not dated. If you listen to it now, it sounds like now.
So let's revive the song now. Let's bump to it again.
It was from the album, the Industry album in 2014. You can go listen to it.
Okay. So, Uncle Jimmy, Daddy Jimmy, who inspired you? Because you inspired. No, me and you don't roll like that. Godfather, I can't be calling you Jimmy. My father will slap me, So, who inspires you? Because you inspire a lot of people, young, old, So, I mean, we want to know who inspires you.
I get that would be tough to answer because I get inspiration from everybody, from a lot of sources. Do you understand what I'm saying? I get inspired by people older than myself, my age mates, younger people, my kids' mates. I get inspired from people and environment, life in itself. I just said my kids.
Hey, in case you don't know, I'm his child. So at least you are giving me something. I said something else today. Thank God.
You understand what I'm saying? I tap from everywhere. Knowledge is endless. You learn from everywhere, and I don't place myself above anybody. So I see people. I relate with people. You will always gain something out. Sometimes the inspiration is even that the person is doing something good in a negative way, and then you feel like, oh, if I could do the same thing but in a positive way. You understand what I'm saying? So you learn from everywhere. That for me is, is life in itself.
True. So now that you say you learn or you're inspired by everybody, when you have a creative block in your head, like when you think of something, who do you go to? Who are the people you go to? Who are your mentors? Do you have those?
It would depend on the direction of where the block is coming from.
I agree.
If it's in terms of business, I know the people I talk to business-wise, like, what do you think I can do at this point? Right now, I'm in that position because you're also I'm not working. I've not worked in how many months now? Do you understand? In terms of earning money from DJing or being an entertainer. So you're looking at other, okay, let me talk. So I'm talking to some people in that area. Other times it could even be in the area of entertainment, and I'm like, man, I'm getting bored and tired of this thing. So what are the things, so there are other people in that area that you also reach out to and say, man, guy, sit down, look, which idea, waiting new, waiting will be bringing again. Because unfortunately, like they say, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. I ain't wear no crown though, but uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. You know that I feel like within here, every DJ is watching a Djjimmyjatt to say what's his next move and what is it or what has it done. I want to do that same thing.
I agree.
So for me, I also don't have too many people I can then look at in that space to say what, because everybody seems to be doing what I've done or what I'm doing. So I also have to look elsewhere to say, man, what can I bring in a good way? Because you also know that a lot of younger people are going to look at it and say, this is the direction to go. This brother, you understand? So it's my own way of paving way for younger people. So you also constantly must let them see that, look, this is not like a lot of people would, before me, I think a lot of people would think that DJing is for a particular age class. And once you're above that age, you're out. The signal that I send now, the message that I send to any young DJ right now, that you can do this to whenever. Because I've been around for, for so long. And if a guy is just getting into it and he's probably 19, 20, he knows that he has another maybe well over 30, 40 years to go, if possible.
True.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. So I want to know where your mind space is currently. So, I mean, what kind of songs or artists are you listening to currently right now? What songs are you streaming on Apple Music? What songs are you listening to on your Spotify playlist? Where is your head space musically right now?
I wouldn't say it's neither here nor there, because truth, on a weekly, I'm thinking, okay, this weekend I'm going to throw another isolation party. What direction do I want to go? And once I figure the direction that I want to go, then I'm working on how do I ensure that in that space of that kind of direction, I have enough to work with. That's why I said, so it varies, but I'm also in a very sober season right now, period. So musically, I'm also not, I'm looking for songs that will just help uplift my soul, and, you understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, some stuff like that. But I wouldn't tell you this song, that song, this artist, that artist.
Wow. So, we all know you went into DJing, and some of us know why you went into DJing, but you went into DJing as far back as the 90s or the 80s, if I'm correct. How did your family, I mean, even now, till now, with how the world has grown and technology and everything has, evolved, people will still come and say they want to be artists or DJs or actors, and then some folks will have a problem with it, like some of their parents or some of their family members. For you to have started DJing back then, how did your family have a problem with it? Did they accept it, or was there a fight? Or
I'm a product of my family. They made me a DJ. They didn't have a choice. You understand? Let me tell you my story. Okay, so I heard that my dad during his time was the go-to guy musically. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, my mom, obviously, maybe that was what they had in common. She was not fine. My brothers they took that from my parents, and they were also DJs before me.
Yeah, you said so.
So while I was busy writing rhymes and trying to be a rapper, they were DJing. Eventually, I linked towards their own side, and I started DJing as well. So I'm a product of, so nobody's going to come to me and say, why are you doing this? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was lucky in that direction, but I mean, environmental and societal, frowning existed a lot. People that don't know you, they were not part of you, that just sees you from a distance and say, no, I don't want to see you with that boy. That one was there, So the people that were not supportive didn't matter to me. They were just outsiders. My parents and my brothers were not. They were not an issue.
Wow. Okay, so we all know, like, you've been DJing for so many years, and yet you've been able to keep your longevity till this time. How have you been able to stay this relevant, and not just relevant, stay on top. Because it's one thing for you to do something for so long and remain relevant. It's another thing for you to do something and remain on top. They are not the same thing. So how have you been able to do that for over 30 years consecutively? Like, how? How?
That, first of all, I
With the
would,
energy of the new people now.
for me, I
How?
mean, first of all, that in itself is God's grace in itself. You
Hmm.
know, you can try, you can be the best in anything, but if God does not grant you that grace, you might not even get off the ground. You understand that?
True.
So for me, I think first of all, before I would even say I did this or I did that, which I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't even say, I will attribute it to God's grace and say
Yeah.
I'm just blessed. I'm just lucky. And truly, I have, like, I don't know if I ever told you, but I have 6 guardian angels.
Not tell
So
me this one.
for every individual, you probably have one
One
or
or two,
one
yeah?
taking care of the whole family. Me as an individual, I have 6.
Odogu.
Yeah.
Come on.
so, so things are always being whispered to me, guy. You need, like they're like this. As I'm speaking with you
Mommy.
now, they're already even telling me, tell her this, don't say that, say that. They're all over. So if you have that number of angels attached to you, I'm
They are
just saying,
good.
I'm good, I'm great.
Mad. Oh.
Mad.
Oh, wow. Wow.
But that's my
Okay.
belief. See, sometimes things that happen to you is just what you believe. And that's what I
Actually,
believe. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Your
I just
energy
believe
matters.
that I have that special grace, and things will
Hmm.
always work out.
Okay. So now we have to take it back to the old questions, for people that are here to enjoy what we had the privilege of enjoying the last time. So let's go to Plantation Boys. I said before that you were one of the first people, or you were the first person to ever pay them for a gig or for an event, and it was 5,000 naira. And people
I
were
didn't
going
I
crazy in
didn't
the
know
comment
until
section.
I was told. I didn't know they were anything.
So people were going crazy. So how did that feel? I mean, is people hold those things to heart forever? Because I'm sure they've been performing at other gigs and all, and you just called them to a gig. You were probably DJing at the gig, and you were not even, maybe not the organizer, but you found it or deemed it fit to pay them something. So how did that feel, or how does that make you, feel?
No, for me, I mean, and I don't know if I mentioned it the last time. Plantation Boys I met before they were Plantation Boys. I met them
Yeah,
as a duo. I met
yeah.
them. I'd done a tour then, and then I stumbled on them in Jos, and we went to Zaria together. And all through that journey, we just connected. And my big mouth, I now told them, I said, guys, you need to come to Lagos.
Mm.
I thought I was just suggesting. They came to Lagos
Advice.
based on my advice.
Yeah.
So when they came to Lagos, they came to me as well. And it fell on me to find a way, make something happen for them. So they were always coming to my studio in Obain. They always coming to my studio. And especially because they also they used to play basketball. And they were playing for Dodam Barracks, I guess. And, Dodam Warriors. Dodam Warriors
Okay.
is Dodam Barracks in Obain. So they used to come to Obain a lot.
Mm.
So for me, it was a case of I made these guys relocate, so I must make something happen for them.
Yeah.
So I was actually shopping around their demo tapes, hoping to get record label get people to put money behind their their project. That was taking forever, you know. But I also felt like if I have events, obviously I must put. They were very talented. It wasn't because I know them. They were good, very good. So when I had a show, I actually put them on the bill. They came. you know Funny enough, they were even bounced at the gate before they got in. Because people didn't know them at the time.
Yeah.
But they performed and they did well, and I made some money from the event.
Okay.
So for me, in fairness, it's only good to look and say, okay, so some little change came in from this event, who contributed to this event, and you understand what I'm saying, and I
Mm-hmm.
just thought like, let me let me arrange this for them. You know, so it turned out that it was their first pay ever, which I didn't know at the time. But 2Face always says that to me, that it was their first pay, you know. But you know, for me, I mean, it's good feeling, it's great feeling when you hear such things, or when you know, yeah.
So the last time we also talked about Storm and how you had an album with them called The Definition, and you know you had a lot of artists on the album. I think you called a number of artists the last time, and the number was huge on that album. And
No, I
then
didn't. No, I didn't have any album with Storm before Definition.
no, that's I'm talking of Definition.
Okay, okay.
Okay, yes, you know, and I mentioned that I think it was the first time a lot of people even ever heard about MI, you know. So how does that also puts you on the map again, you know? So how did that make you feel, or how does
My
that?
story with Storm, I think I narrated the other time.
Yeah.
Storm wasn't a record label when I got involved with them. They were into parties, you know, raves, clubs. So I used to DJ for them. Plus, I was very friendly with Olisa and Obiasika, and then Ade, Nandi. Those were the four guys at the time. So
Yeah.
I made them start Storm Record. I
Yeah.
made them start Storm Record. They started Storm Record because I wanted them to do the Junior and Pretty project. So Storm Record was formed to service Junior and Pretty at the time. So when I was ready to do my own album, it was that same relationship that would go way back that made me to feel like, you know. And plus, Olisa was always on my case. And said, Jimmy, so are you going to do this without us? You know, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought, okay, why not? You know, and that's how we did the Definition. But that Definition, I still feel it was solely my project. Maybe a little bit of support from Storm here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I just want to use like 10 minutes for a recap of the other questions, like I said, so that everything flows.
Yeah.
We're still talking about that. We mentioned the last time that you know some verses there were taken out, and they were initially done by Rough, Rugged, and Raw before we took them out
Oh,
and
okay.
then
That's styling.
put that's styling, and then
Okay,
took them
yeah.
out and put Elajo. You know,
Yeah.
so what was the process? What caused that?
I didn't take them out. Let me tell you the way I recorded the album. I was recording. See, the album Definition had over 50 artists on it, but originally the songs that were recorded for the album was almost 100 artists recorded. Do you
Wow.
understand what I'm saying? So a lot
Yeah.
of the stuff recorded did not make the album at the end of the day, and that's a normal thing when you're working on an album. So maybe you're vibing with somebody and they come with a verse, you take the verse, but whether you're going to use it is another thing. They were not the original people that were meant to be on that record.
Yeah.
They were just with 2Face when I picked 2Face to go make the record. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And obviously, your rappers and you're in the studio when this track is being made, song was ready, you felt like, okay, let me just kick a verse, and you kick the verse. And it sounded great, no doubt. But by the time I listened back, I'm like, no, you're not dealing with the subject matter. A song talking about Lagos and how we got to Lagos and how Lagos been good to us. And the rap verses were more braggadocious about who's the top MC, who's the best MC. That message is not in line with what I was talking about. You
Yeah.
understand? So,
Yeah.
but I saved it like, okay, I might just use it for another version of the song. But before I could even get to using it, something happened and I deleted it from my.
What happened?
I think maybe the guys got too excited, and you know, or maybe they were. I don't know what happened to them. They sent me a text that I didn't like, and I felt like, okay, if we have not even done a song together and you're already in this position, I won't be interested in doing anything with you.
Come
You
on.
know, so what happened? They sent a text that I didn't like. They
No,
sent
no,
a
no.
message
I
that I
said
didn't like.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's it. You know, the message of the content of the text I won't remember now, even though I didn't like it then.
Yeah.
So I just took it out.
Okay. I remember I mentioned earlier that people said Storm was not serious and that's why they didn't get far, and you countered it saying they were one of the most serious people that you worked
Storm,
with.
Storms existed since the 80s. If they're not serious, how come they're
Yeah.
still they were around for so long? Who
Well,
said that? And where did that come from? That's a contest question. Who said that? When? Where?
how?
How?
Where? Okay. So I'm sure that we are done with this. Okay, so speaking of Plantation Boys, did you see their breakup coming up?
No, I wouldn't say I saw it, but how many groups do you know in life that have not broken up?
Actually.
Peter and Paul broke up. So I mean, there were friends that you had in primary school that you don't even remember what their name is anymore. People
Hmm.
grow up and things will change. I mean,
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? You know,
yeah,
how many groups do you even remember?
true.
You
Very
know,
true.
that are still together.
Yeah.
You know, music has become more individualistic now than in the 80s and the 90s. Groups and duo were the thing. Right now, man, guy, I'm going alone, man.
Okay, I remember telling you Style was one of the biggest songs to come out of Nigeria, and
What?
it's still. I said I remember talking about Style in the last interview we had and how it was one of the biggest songs to come out of Nigeria and it's still relevant till today. So I remember asking you that did you time travel and see what was going to happen in the future and then go back and say, you know what, this song, you have to do this. Like, did you know, did you foresee it?
Let
Because
me let me tell you
Style
with
was,
let me tell you with music, I've been very stubborn. So when you check songs that I make at the time when they come out, sometimes they're not exactly one of the biggest songs at the time. So I'm not making like now. I know that, man. Oh, this is a trend, music trend. I'm a DJ, so I know the trend right now. If I want to make
hmm,
a record and I want it to be like a banger, and we'll rock it for 3 months, and it will
yeah,
die, I know
you
what
can
to
do
do.
that. Obviously,
But
yeah.
I won't get into the studio. In my mind, I'm not even thinking I want to make a song in that direction. I'm always thinking I would love to hear something like this, or this will be a nice idea, or maybe we should toy around with it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we'll make that track. And because this is not aligning with the trend right now, people might not, they might sleep on it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then in
Yeah.
2 years, 3 years, they will now realize, oh boy, this song.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm able to do that because I'm not desperate for that immediate hit. I'm not an
Hmm.
artist. You're
Yeah.
an artist, you'll be desperate for immediate hit. I'm not
Yeah.
desperate for immediate hit. I just want to make great music. And I think really, if you go through my
You have.
whatever, you will find a lot of songs that even you didn't really felt at the time they came out. But right now, like, whoa. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I'm not in that desperate mode of what's the trend now? Now this kind of vibe, now this producer, now this beat, now this artist or that.
Yeah.
I'm not in that space. I
Hmm.
could drop a record now, you'll be wondering of all the artists where they reign now, why not go carry. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree. I
You know,
mean, one of my favorite songs.
once in a while, I would,
Hmm.
go in that way, but not every time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
for me, a lot of times the songs are like slow starters. So
Hmm.
they build up, and then in 2 years or a year after that, they become like boom.
Hmm. And that's the best way. I mean, I really liked Chase, and it was slept on, like you said. Another song I really like is the one with you and Flavor. Is a slow.
That's
That
one of my favorite.
song,
That's one of my favorite ever.
that song, every single time, like that song. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of people slept on it as well because I don't know how people
Initially,
can
but
hear
now is
exactly.
quite
And that song is over
it's
2 years old, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
two
So,
years. That song
is it
was
up?
done about 4 years ago.
I said over 2 years old. So yeah,
Yes,
so I agree with you, and I mean, I think that's the best way. I mean, for a song to be done over
not the
or
best way commercially. But like I
Yes,
said,
for artists.
I'm
Yeah.
not in that space. I'm not, that's not my primary constituency. I get gigs, I play gigs every now and then, I make money from
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I make record just for some other reasons in terms of internal satisfaction.
Yeah.
You understand? And I get that fulfillment from that. So I'm not making streaming money, streaming money. It would be nice to get it as well, but that's not the desperation in making those records.
That just shows that you're one of the few people making music for what it is, like for the feeling, for what you get, not about the monetary aspect, but for the feeling and from what you get from
No,
it, the
but I want the
fulfillment you
money
get from
too.
it.
I want the money too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So off the top of my head, who are your five or what are your five top five songs now? Like your five favorite songs right now?
You of all people should know this now, that I will not answer that question.
I
And
not say
it's not
artist.
because I would not. I'm not. These things don't last. I can't be here
So
now.
after I
Maybe I just.
did like this, I still try to you
You
still
cannot get me to. I can't give you. I don't do rundown names, numbers, like top 10. I'm not good at these things, and it's not because I'm not good at it. It is because once
I
I'm
know
done with
why.
you, I will now realize that
I know.
perfect. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't even want to go there. Top five, top five what?
Favorite
Artists.
songs. No, not artists. I didn't ask for
Oh,
artists. I'm
favorite
like your
song.
favorite songs that you're listening to currently, like your top five favorite songs.
When in actual fact, on an average day, I'm dealing with at least 300-400 songs. No, but for real though,
I
anytime I
agree.
open my
But
laptop,
I'm
I'm
just
dealing
thinking
with a
about it
play.
now.
I'm creating a playlist for something, and in an average playlist, I have at least 300 tracks.
I agree. I mean, I've seen it. So
So I'm supposed to now tell you 5 of that. Come on, my friend.
I feel like you're the one interviewing me because you've been catching me. You've been catching me. You never let me win one. Not fair. So I'm very happy, that God made it possible for network to allow us to go to full term today because it frustrated us last time and it was such a hassle. But today,
Once beating, twice shy.
yeah, man. So today went all the way, and we've come to the end of our Insta live. But don't forget, he's coming back because now I have the energy, or I feel like I'm easing off this my lockdown, so I can come out once in a while. So we're going to go out to record the YouTube version. This is going to be on YouTube from tonight. So please, if you came in late or if you missed anyone, join us in YouTube. My countdown has started. So we're going to go live again with Jimmy. This time around, I'll be sitting right next to him. So, it's going to be more interesting and more intense. Thank
Let me
you, Jimmy.
apologize to people. I would have loved to deal with comments, but this white background
Yeah.
is more prominent on my side, and the white text of the message,
Oh, it's not
I
allowing
really
you to
can't read
see.
nothing. I can't read nothing. There's too much white in my background.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
accept your apology on their behalf.
You should
So
have
don't
changed the
worry.
color of the text to black on your side.
Instagram. Did you hear? Did you take notes? So don't worry. We're going to be back with Jimmy and we're going to be, vibing more. And this time around, there's no time limitation, no countdown, no looking at the time to check. So, you guys, thank you so much for coming to my live. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm hugging you. Wait, so the last time
Peace.
is you that was shouting, oh, love you, love you, love you. Now I'm saying it, you're not responding. Oh, yeah. I've signed out. It's your turn to sign out.
Good night. May the Lord bless you as you
Amen.
sign out. May the Lord grant you all your heart desire.
Amen.
I ain't no pastor, man. Good night.
Good night. And you guys should stay tuned for Wednesday. We'll be coming on with Vector, so don't go anywhere. Thank you for joining us. 8
Vector,
p.m.
my
on
Obalende
Wednesday.
brother.
Yes,
We're all
so
from Lagos Island.
so we're going to see you here, Daddy, on Wednesday by 8 p.m. And every
Trust
other
me.
person here. He has
Have you
been
heard my
very
song with
consistent
Did
with
you
my
hear my song
live,
with
and I
Vector?
appreciate you. Yes, of course I don't think there's any of your songs I've not heard. The fact that I'm feeling quiet doesn't mean I've not heard it. So we're going off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.